on, you guys? It's your boy Alex West Collects here, bringing the most in-depth action figure reviews here on YouTube. And today from ringsidecollectibles.com, we have the brand new WrestleMania 40 Elite figures, including Trish Stratus, Pat McAfee, John Cena, and The Rock. Again, if you are interested in grabbing these figures, they are now available and shipping from ringsidecollectibles.com. When you guys shop, they use promo code FORLIFE. It will save you 10% off your order at checkout. Just in time for the holiday season, we have the brand new WrestleMania Elite Wave. Isn't it crazy? We've gotten the Survivor Series Elites, we've gotten the Royal Rumble Elites, and we now have the WrestleMania Elites in hand well before retail. I don't know why you guys would wait on these sets. I feel like Survivor Series just passed, and we pretty much have all three pay-per-view waves in hand. Of course, SummerSlam will be the next wave coming up for the next Big Four pay-per-view. But we do have some interesting figures here. Trish Stratus with the brown hair, which is an interesting choice. Pat McAfee's first Elite figure, which is pretty exciting. We have John Cena from his WrestleMania loss to The Rock in Miami. And of course, an interesting figure with The Rock, which is supposed to be a WrestleMania-based figure with that new goateed head scan. But we're going to take a quick in-depth look at all these figures. But before we get there, let's look at the packaging for each character. First up, we're taking a look at Trish Stratus and Pat McAfee in their packaging. I absolutely love the black and green, how it's kind of coming through here with the images of each wrestler. You will see the WrestleMania 40, of course, taking place in Philadelphia with the bell. Let me know down in the comments below. Are you guys planning to attend? Did you grab tickets to WrestleMania 40? I'm still contemplating. Would love to be at that show and maybe come out and meet some of you guys. But you do see the figure that is the Build-A-Figure in this set is Nicholas. We will get in full on depth and talk about that. I know a lot of people had mixed feelings about that figure being announced, but let's take a look on the side of the package. You will see the large nameplates for Trish Stratus and Pat McAfee. Really love how this fills out the box. On the other side, you'll get the larger images. Again, fills out the box really nicely. On the back, you get the larger images of Trish and Pat. The other figures in the wave, you'll see that Pat McAfee does come with the torso for Nicholas, as is highlighted here, and Trish comes with the lower legs. Let's move on to The Rock and John Cena. Taking a look at Cena and The Rock, so you can see, again, the same kind of green flowing through the packaging. It looks really good, actually, with Cena's attire here. The WrestleMania 40 logo, Build-A-Figure Nicholas. Cena does come with the green hat, the cloth green t-shirt, and actual molded wristbands. This isn't a plus and an upgrade versus the original release we got many years ago. And The Rock here, kind of a mishmash, right? This is a WrestleMania-based Elite figure. He comes with a title, which he had at WrestleMania 29, which he lost to Cena. The attire, I believe, is incorrect. I believe that's a Survivor Series Elite with the bull. I believe the Ultimate Edition with the silver Rock logo on the front was the correct WrestleMania 28 look for when he defeated Cena. 29, I believe he had gold, but we will get into that as we take a look at the figure, add the packaging. But flipping to the side, you'll see the nameplates for The Rock and John Cena. On the other side, the larger images of each wrestler. On the back, the awesome images of the figures in the wave. Rock comes with the head for Nicholas, as well as the Raw Tag Team Championship belt, and Cena does come with the arms. Let's get all these figures out of the packaging, build Nicholas, and see what these figures are all about. So getting us started, the first figure we are taking a look at is the Elite Trish Stratus, and she does come with a set of interchangeable mic open holding hands. You can see she does kind of have the cutouts for some kind of biker gloves for this figure. Additionally, you do get a set of pointing hands, so that looks really nice. You can have different gestures for Trish. Again, this is a pretty much re-release and plussed up version of the Hall of Fame Trish that we got many years ago. If you guys do remember, that was a Target exclusive that came, I believe, with a Women's Championship belt, which really didn't make sense because this was based on her, I guess this is her match versus Snooki at WrestleMania. Not one of the most memorable matches. Again, Trish had been retired. She's come back quite a few times. I'm really looking forward to an updated modern-day Trish Stratus to go in my Mattel collection because I feel like they will nail it, and she honestly doesn't look much different today than she did then. It's like she doesn't even age. For your Build-A-Figure parts, you do get the lower legs to complete Nicholas. You'll see the white stripe going down here like a pair of track pants. He does have the black and white sneakers as well. Similar to, I believe, what we got with the Dominic Mysterio figure. You can see the belt buckle sculpted here in the front. Of course, we will build Nicholas as we go along with this video, but this head scan is nothing new. We have seen it before. It does have a great likeness to her. I love the hair sculpt. It really does have those beautiful Trish Stratus curls. You can see the black attire, very simple and sleek. She does kind of have that silver detailing added to it, as well as on the armbands and on the actual lower legs. I will say the crotch piece looks a little weird. It's just kind of a gap here. I don't know. It just feels like she should have drop down hips, but she doesn't. You will see the obviously plussed up version. She does have double jointed pinless elbows on this versus the Hall of Fame figure that we got many years ago, as well as the interchangeable hands. That was not a thing in the past. She does have some detailing here on her boots. You can see that. She actually just has these single basic hinge boots, unfortunately. Same design on the other side if you guys want to take a look at the back of her pants. Additionally, there is a little design here on the bottom, or excuse me, on the back of her singlet, or a top piece up here. But all in all, pretty nice likeness to Trish Stratus. For your Trish Stratus comparison, so on the left we have the Elite 24 figure, one of my favorites in my collection. I'm really looking for an updated version. This head scan was actually pretty good for its time. You can see it is the same one that we do get on this figure, but imagine that plussed up with the new TrueFX technology. You can see she does have the pins on her arms, and obviously the hands are not interchangeable, single jointed elbows as well. And on the very right here, we have the Elite 88 Chase version. I did swap the head out. If you guys did want to see how that looks, I believe this is from the, I think it was a battle pack with China or something she came with. She did have that fugly head on this figure, so I swapped it out to kind of plus it up and give it a better look. Taking a look at the very first Elite Pat McAfee. So this is not his first time in the line. He did have two basics prior where he was the standard and chase version in that set. But his attire is pretty basic and simple. It's got just kind of black to it. But accessory-wise, you do get a set of interchangeable mic open holding hands. The figure itself does come with two fisted hands on it. Additionally, you do get this long sleeve WrestleMania t-shirt or long sleeve shirt that you could put on for your Nicholas Build-A-Figure. You can see it does have April 8th, 2018 on the sleeve. Just Velcro's on in the back, and the torso is a little small. You can see it just has the painted gray t-shirt on underneath with the neck showing through. But moving on to Pat McAfee, the head scan I believe is the same as the basic figure. It does have a decent likeness to it. I like the kind of fade in the hair and the light kind of ginger beard going on there. It looks pretty good. Do like the likeness. He does have a different color gold chain, so we've seen this with Stone Cold and The Rock figures in the past. I always feel like these chains are just a tad too thick. I feel like it's time to like maybe retool. It is a little out of date. And his accessories, I mean, they're pretty simple. You get a cloth tank top, which obviously Velcro's on in the back. We've seen this before. I believe it's similar to what we've gotten with that 3-pack Brock Lesnar. He does have the Stone Cold torso on underneath. The jeans mold is, I don't know if it's new. I don't know if it's just the actual knee that's resculpted or not, but they do look pretty nice. They are double jointed, pinless as well. It looks pretty clean if you ask me. Kind of a different color shade here. That's what I don't really like. It looks a little shinier and more matte up top. You guys can see it from this part of the thigh cut all the way up to the crotch piece. And the lower legs have a little bit more of a shine to it. I don't really like that there's two different colorations on there. But the shoes do look nice. He does have a two-tone with the white soles on the bottom. All in all, looks pretty good. He does have the pretty nice sized arms as well. For your Pat McAfee comparison, so I do not have the basic figure in my collection, but I thought this would be fun. Obviously, he's a huge Stone Cold Steve Austin fan. We have the modern day Stone Cold from the Target 4-pack exclusive here. Looks pretty nice. I wish Stone Cold figures would have this more jacked arm on the modern day, or the old school Stone Cold figures versus the skinnier ones that do come on these Elites and Ultimate figures. On the right, we have the suited Vince McMahon figure from the Toys R Us mail away. We are definitely due for a new Vince McMahon. We need something more of the modern day or even the Attitude Era. I would take both. Maybe something even in ring gear. That's something I feel like is just missing from the Mattel line. Next up, we are taking a look at the Elite John Cena in the green attire based off of the once-in-a-lifetime match at WrestleMania 28 versus The Rock. I was actually live at that match, and it was one of the best experiences of my life. Such a great match, such a great build. And The Rock came out on top. I freaking am not the Cena fan, to say the least. So I thoroughly enjoyed that match. We have seen this variation twice before. So the John Laurinaitis Build-A-Figure wave did have the same accessories. You got the green hat, green t-shirt, the dog tags. They did have painted on armbands versus the mold ones we do have here. But I believe the shorts were a lighter blue. Then we did have another version in the Elite 20 that had the same colored jorts, I believe, but he did not come with a t-shirt. I think it was a different head. So this was due for a re-release. It's a great figure and obviously such an iconic match. Other accessories he does come with are the open hands for him to do the You Can't See Me. You do get two sets of arms for your Nicholas Build-A-Figure. But moving along with this figure, you can see the shirt looks really nice, an updated material. So I do not have the Elite prior, but I actually did buy it to plus it up as an Ultimate, which I plan on fixing up with a lot of this stuff, which we will do in this video. But the hat is removable. You can see the smiling scan that fits John Cena during this era. He does have the "You Can't See Me" on here. Also the logo on the side. Has the cut on the other side and then "Never Give Up" on the other side. So really cool for this John Cena. I hate these freaking feet for all the Cena figures. Either the high top sneakers have him doing that moonwalk lean after a while, but then you got these kind of low top sneakers, which always make it so hard for him to stand. You know, it's really annoying. I just wanted to point that out. I feel like he needs an updated mold for his feet. It's just been long enough. You do have the removable dog tags that we have seen plenty of times before in the Mattel line. But you will see the shirt does Velcro on in the back. Has a nice snug fit. Does have the underwear painted on underneath that can be seen. He also does have the beautiful molded armbands. You will see the C Nation in the green here. You can see the nice mold again on the wristbands. I love that they do this. It really pluses it up. You can have see the "You Can't See Me" on the other side. I think it just really takes it to another level. And you know, while we're at it, let's just take a quick zoom in on this hat if you guys want to see the logos. Looks really nice. Love the detailing. For an Elite, this comes with a lot of stuff too. As far as the shorts, they still do have the pin legs. You guys can see that. And it's just the basic John Cena jorts that we've seen over and over again. He does have the double jointed pinless arms. The head scan, I do like it for this. I feel like John Cena was always kind of laughy-jokey in my mind around this time. But all in all, a decent figure. For your John Cena figure comparisons, he's had quite a few different attires in green. So I figured that'd be fun to kind of compare. So on the right, we have the Elite 95, which is obviously based on a more modern-day Cena. You can see he has a different hair sculpt versus this new WrestleMania Elite. And on the right here, this is a custom I put together. So this shirt is actually from that John Laurinaitis Build-A-Figure. You'll see the difference in the material. This is a lot thicker, a lot nicer. You can also see here the actual molded wristbands versus the kind of painted on ones there. He does have these single jointed elbows, so I was able to swap it on with the Elite to kind of complete this look. If you guys want to see the other wristband on here as well, you can. Also, let's compare the hats. I feel like even the hat is an upgrade to some extent. Just has a different kind of finish to it. You can see it's a bigger logo on the original one. Has the same logos on the side, "Never Give Up." And then you get the other John Cena placed a little further on the back here. I don't know which is more accurate, but what I do want to do is I want to swap out all these parts on my Ultimate and see if it looks any better plussed up. So I was able to swap out the arms and the armbands. You can see how much better it looks on the Ultimate. The C Nation just looks so much better on this armband. This was just like a thin, like a rubber band kind of feel to it. The painted on wristbands versus the molded ones, this definitely pluses it up. And I'm going to leave these parts on my Ultimate because that's essentially why I really wanted this figure. And here's one last look at that Ultimate figure with all the accessories from the new WrestleMania Elite. Definitely pluses this up if you guys want to do a fix-up. The last figure we are taking at from this set is The Rock, and without a doubt, this was my most anticipated figure from the wave. This head scan just looks so spot on once it was revealed, but accessory-wise, so you get two interchangeable mic open holding hands. He does come with the two fisted hands on the figure. For your Build-A-Figure Nicholas part, you do get the head to complete the look. He does have the nice long hair. We'll go on in depth once we officially build Nicholas together. He also does come with the Raw Tag Team Championship belt. You will see it does have the non-vac finish. It is the dull belt that was included. For The Rock, you do actually get that heavyweight championship belt, the WWE Championship that he did win versus CM Punk and eventually defend and lose at WrestleMania 29 versus John Cena. So this is the new version. This is the one that came with the Ultimate. You can see there is some slight differences. Let me zoom in here real quick. There is more silver on the newer one around the side plates for The Rock. You can see the circle is more of a silver versus a gold. Even on the main plate, there is a little more silver painting. So I don't know which is more accurate, but I do like the two-tone kind of look here. Kind of differentiates a little bit versus the one we got with the Ultimate Edition. But I will say, the trunks are inaccurate right off the bat. This is from his Survivor Series return where he tagged with John Cena versus Miz and R-Truth. He had the bull on the front and on the back. For WrestleMania 28, when he had the goatee, I believe he had the Ultimate Edition attire with the Rock logo on the front and the bull on the back in the silver. At WrestleMania 29 in MetLife, he had that same kind of Rock decal on the front, except it was in gold. So I believe the Elite 21 is the attire that they should have included. They've probably done it a few times before, so let's go with this. But it is technically not a WrestleMania outfit, to say the least. But it does look pretty good. I do like the Jack torso. You know, we've had some inconsistencies with The Rock as far as torsos. I feel like Mattel has swapped back and forth between the larger torso. They've gone to the smaller, skinny torso. They've given us skinny arms on the bigger torso. So we're finally getting I believe, the most perfect formula you can get for an Elite. Aesthetically wise, I feel like this actually looks better than the Ultimate. I'm going to say it. You can see the nice tattoo detailing here. He's got a Samoan tribal tat on the front, on the arms here. I will say it does seem to be a little bit of a lighter color than what was on the Ultimate Edition. The iconic Brahma Bull tattoo on the other arm looks so good. A lot of great detailing to it. He does actually have pinless legs here. You're not going to see it underneath the knee pad, but I did check, so that is a plus. He's got the pinless double jointed arms as well. And the moneymaker for this is this head scan, man. This just looks so spot on, man. Let me see if I can get a nice close-up for you guys, get this camera to focus. Look at that likeness to The Rock. To me, that's like Fast and the Furious, Hobbs, or just, you know, kind of obviously the return look for The Rock with the goatee. Just looks so pissed off. I really do dig it. It looks awesome. Starting us off with our figure comparison. So for The Rock, we have the Ultimate Edition figure here. Again, this is the Trunks logo that should be on this Elite figure, but look at that torso. To me, like I said, the Elite just looks more aesthetically pleasing. You'll see that I was going to actually consider swapping the arms out on this Ultimate Edition Rock, but the skin tone doesn't seem to match. It actually looks a little lighter, if you guys can see that on the Ultimate. The tattoo as well looks to be a different color of black. I will zoom in and just get a better look for you guys. Here you can see the coloring. It just seems to be a little bit more of a, like, not a gray, but a flatter black, I will say. Even the placement on the tattoo, you can see how much more down it goes on the Ultimate versus the new Elite here. But, you know, obviously, I'm sure a lot of people want to know this and want to try it out. I want to see if this head sculpt fits on this Ultimate Edition body. And we're going to do that right now. We'll pop off the heads. All the heads on the new Mattel Elites are interchangeable, just like they are on the Ultimate Edition. So you should be able to just pop it right off and snap it on. That looks money, dude. Wow, I absolutely love how that looks. And I definitely plan on getting some multiples to really plus it up. So I actually did have a good buddy of mine, the Axe Henning, if you guys follow him on Instagram. He painted a few Rock scans. So like I said, I am a huge Rock fan. This era of Rock may be just as special to me as the Attitude Era Rock. He just meant so much to me as far as fitness and changing my lifestyle. Fun fact, I used to be a heavier guy. I lost 50 pounds just being motivated from The Rock and seeing how he transformed his body through Hollywood. But that's a whole nother story for another day. But a few of the Ultimate Edition heads, I did have him paint on some goatees, which really looked nice for the most part. But I think this new Mattel one really takes the cake. And just a few more Rock comparisons. So on the left, this I believe was the Elite 14. This head I actually swapped on. I believe it was a battle pack with Ric Flair from a WrestleMania set. Just look how far we've come. I feel like I see this in so many videos. It looks like he's just got chocolate pudding or something painted on his face for a goatee versus this new True Effects kind of spray for the face. And it just looks so much more lifelike. You guys remember that other one? I believe there was another one. Was it Elite 16? It looked even worse than this. This is, I think it's WrestleMania 20 is what this attire and look is supposed to be based off of. The tattoo is a little inaccurate, but this was a custom, again, I put together. But these head skins have just gotten so much better. On the right, this is a head swap with the WrestleMania figure on the newest Ultimate Edition Target Rock. All right, so it's time. Here are all our Build-A-Figure parts to complete Nicholas, and here's the before shot and the after shot with Nicholas all completed and assembled. And I'll be honest, let's talk about this Build-A-Figure. So when this was announced, just like you guys, I was confused. I was like, did no one ask for this? No one really wanted it. I still kind of feel that way, and I'm going to be nice about it. I'm not going to be a jerk. It's just not exciting. I don't feel like I needed this for my collection. You know, at least something with the Build-A-Figure Dominic Mysterio is kind of part of a storyline. I guess this was too, right? I don't know. It didn't feel like this was anything anyone was asking for. I feel like they kind of did this as a favor to Nicholas and John Cone. Personally, why didn't they include this in maybe a basic Showdown 2-pack? Maybe that would convince people to buy extra John Codes to have a bunch of referees for their display. And in that instance, you also do get a Nicholas figure. But they squeeze it into the Build-A-Figure line for this set. This is probably, I'll be honest with you guys, my least Build-A-Figure that we've ever received. And we've gotten some other ones like Build-A-Figure Ricardo or, I don't know, John Laurinaitis. Just not something super exciting, but we have it here. He's going to go in my crowd display just like my kid Dominic. And I will say, I thought the body was pretty much similar. It is a completely different body. Look at how much bigger Nicholas is than Dom. Even the pants mold, it is double jointed and pinless here versus the pin legs on Dom. Different size, different height. So they definitely put a lot of love and care to it. So congrats to Nicholas. This is pretty cool to have an action figure from a very short-lived storyline. If you guys have enjoyed this video review, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of this wave. Will you be picking it up? What do you think of the Build-A-Figure Nicholas? I'll be honest with you guys, this set is a little bit of a letdown. It's just a little underwhelming. I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. I don't know if this is a must-have. Generally, we are forced to buy all the figures regardless of what they release to have that Build-A-Figure. And Nicholas, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. Definitely a lot of love and care went to this figure. It is not bad at all. It's just, was it really needed? I think that's going to be the big sticking point. As far as Trish goes, I feel like it's just a little bit of a plus-up version, kind of like a greatest hits re-release of the Hall of Fame figure that we got quite a while ago. Not the version I would have wanted for Trish Stratus. I mean, she's had so many great WrestleMania moments. Like, do we really need a brown-haired Trish? I don't know. Pat McAfee is an okay figure. I feel like he's just, I mean, it's just his attire. It is what it is. He just kind of has that all plain black attire with the black tank. I feel like his arms are a tad too jacked. The head scan is not a bad likeness. I do see a little Jack Swagger or maybe Christian with his head scan, but it could be better, but it's not awful. John Cena, I do dig. I feel like this is a nice re-release. Some plus-up features. I did not swap out the arms back on the Ultimate, so if you guys see the pinned arms, they are staying on there. But I probably will not be keeping this figure. I plussed it up with the Ultimate. That is the one I'm going to go with. And The Rock is the winner of the set without a doubt. Love the head scan. The attire is wrong, so that's another kind of miss here. It is not a WrestleMania attire that comes with this belt, but you know what? You get this great head scan, swap it on your Ultimate Edition, and you will have your perfect WrestleMania 28 Rock. But we're going to rank the set in order. At number 5, I'm going to go Nicholas just because not my favorite, wasn't something I was excited for. Number 4, I'm going to go Trish Stratus for the reasons I stated. Number 3, I'll go Pat McAfee. Number 2, I'll go John Cena. And number 1, again, the winner of the set is The Rock. This set is now available and shipping from ringsidecollectibles.com. You guys shop there. Use promo code 4LIFE. It will save you 10% off your order at checkout. Before you don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at AlexWestCollects. I will catch you all on the next video review.